So, about the guy you're waiting for. Give me a second. I know it's exciting news, but there's a shiny thing over here. I want to pick it up. A shell. Alright, so about you waiting for him. Hello again, my friend. I'm sorry you returned. It's been so long since you went off. I got a bit concerned. I worried that your ship had sunk, or Kai had gone away. That's why I'm singing happy songs, to keep my tears at bay. Oh. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. So tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he well as ever? Is he on his way to meet me here? So we can be together. No. I'm not gonna lie. No, fuck that. That's just rude. My Kai is dead? That can't be true. I don't believe a word. It's ludicrous, ridiculous, preposterous, absurd. Hold on a minute. What is that thing you're holding in your hand? A net of pearls? And seashells on a pearly coral band? Gave her the lover's veil. You say my Kai made this veil to wear when we were wed? And clutched it as he passed away? You're saying that he's dead? No, please, no, it can't be so. I know he'd never break a promise that he had made to me. There must be some mistake. There's no more rhyming. How can my Kai have passed away? I nursed him back to health. I simply won't believe it, till I found out for myself. Damn it. I need to meet Kai, need to meet the Kai you met, and hear it straight from him. Take me to Honolulu. You can sail, and I can swim. What's that? Why don't I come aboard? Oh, thanks. You're very kind, but there's a lot to think about. I'll follow on behind. You almost broke the curse of fucking rhyming. And also, what do you mean? The fuck do you mean? Just like, you can sail. No, no. We're going, I'm gonna fly. Oh, come on. The one time I want to. You're gonna be like that. Probably something story-wise is gonna happen to make sure that we have to do something there. John Banker at the waters of Saki Beach to keep Michelle from the eyes of... Okay, so it actually is the story thing that you have to do that. I can't just warp back. If the locals see a mermaid, it'll fill their hearts with fear. I'll hide in this abandoned beach and wait for Kai right here. I'm sorry to keep asking, but this is my final plea. Would you please find the man you met and bring him back to me? Alright. Is he up here? I don't think he'd be up here. Nope. I do kind of want to go in there and see what he has. Like, it is a full area right there. It's just... There's probably nothing I could steal anyways. Alright, Kai, where the fuck are you? You put another one back. Fuck you. Kai, where are you? Are you back at that ship again? I assumed, but he's not here. He's not at his post. And you won't talk to me at all. You partied way too hard. Has been acting kind of funny lately, so I've been keeping an eye on his house to make sure he's okay. Wanna just go up there and see him? No can. No can. What kind of girl do you think I am? Oh boy. That's Grandma. Don't mind me. And then Kai. Yep. Well, hello, thanks, friend. Sorry for me. Take care of me. She just thinking for your return. Fix your chip. Get you some pearls, maybe. Just say the word. Want me to go to Saki Beach with you? Oh, would you want to go to some lonesome place like that? Well, if you're sure that's what you want, I guess promise to the promise. Lead the way. We're gonna magic the way. Oh, fuck no. They're gonna make me walk back. Aloha, Kai. Are these guys your friends? I thought your boat was your only friends. She acknowledges that Kai's here. Awesome. A villager will follow. I'm sure she will, of course, actually. And it's ruined the man's life. Good. That's what he gets for making me walk all the way back here. Okay, lock the door. Especially if you don't lock the door, it's your fault.
Why have you brought me here?
That voice! It's music to my ears. I feel like I could cry. Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you?
Oh.
What? You're a mermaid.
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me. I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
No, I'm not. The man you loved, he was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
My darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore? Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years? Quick as a flash, a human life just ups and disappears. Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew.
Hey!
Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met. I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay.
Michelle sings a bewitching melody that reverberates off the cliffs above.
I waited for you so long, through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together. You've got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise. A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. But that's all right. I got to meet my darling one last time. If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be. But I'm a mermaid. He's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love. But now, it's time to say goodbye.
I can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere before. Of course! Grandpa's cabin!
Oh, great. What fuck up happened now? What'd you do?
What's this? A letter?
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Kai? You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all. And what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me, but I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. Never met Michelle. All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.
Yeah, Angelo, I could pretty much see this is pretty much a different retelling of The Little Mermaid, so... Is it strange that I just don't feel shit at all for this thing? I probably have seen this similar story being told too many times, and that's why I don't really feel affected by it at all. I can tell it's sad, it kind of sucks for them, but things have gotten worse. Now I gotta move on. Don't jump, please. I'm sorry making all this stuff for me and my family, but thanks. Because of you, my eyes are finally open. In my heart of hearts, I think I hated my grandpa more than I hated the mermaid who cursed him. I was ashamed. But now I know the truth. He wasn't cursed. He was in love. I kind of am cold-hearted because I've already seen a lot of things that are just like trying to evoke certain emotions from me. I've seen a lot of them, and a lot of them have the very similar beats. And at a certain point, unless something happens that's unique, different, or very gripping, I just don't relate to it, or not even relate, just... I can't be shocked, saddened, or anything about it. Back to the island. I love the fast, like how quickly this game loads sometimes. The shiny respawns over there? What is it? What is it? What is it? Is it always going to be a Sunbleach shell? I found a Loreley's harp. There's a note on the bottom of the chest, and it takes it out and begins to read. Dear friend, if you are reading this, it means I've gone away. If what you said to me is true, I don't think I can stay. Thanks for all you've done for me, and please don't feel so sad. After my Kai, you're the kindest friend I've ever had. I promise that I'd take you to the Mermaid Seabed town, and though I can't come with you now, this harp will take you down. You'll find a swimming whirlpool far inside the inland sea. Sail over it, and strum that harp to meet her majesty. Please tell the queen I'm happy now, and there's no need to cry. I'm finally reunited with my dear, darling Kai. Perhaps one day we'll meet again, but for now, farewell. You'll be my friend until the end. Yours sincerely, Shell. God, it's a straight up curse that they all rhyme. I hope not everyone inside this area was gonna rhyme. I really do. I already had enough of the haiku thing. Alright, we gotta go inland and find a whirlpool. So now it's actually where I thought I was supposed to go. I always saw that place and I was like, I guess I'm not supposed to be here yet, and I was right! God damn it. So now this is relevant. Let's play the harp. And now we're all dead. Because we can't breathe underwater. We fucking sunk the ship. Welcome to the seabed realm, oh human from on high. It has been many centuries since your kind dropped by. Ah! They're all gonna rhyme. If you should miss the air above, just tell me and I'll send you. I have the power to summon bubbles, of which I'll lend you. Well, travelers, what say you? Shall I put my plan in motion and send you and your ship back to the surface of the ocean? No. You're staying then. In that case, Nautica is through that cave. I hope you'll have a fine time in the land beneath the waves. We One Piece now. I haven't seen One Piece aside from part of it. I've mentioned every now and then that I gave it a shot. I really tried to give One Piece a shot. I wasn't a fan of the artwork, but I thought, my friend said give it, like, it'll be good after 100 chapters, and I gave it 100 chapters. But then I came to the realization of, I don't think a good story needs 100 chapters to get going. I gave it until about 120, I just said, nope, I don't care about it anymore. And to see that it's still going, and my friend says, still, like, they haven't finished the story, I'm just like, it's a shonen. It's a story that's meant to keep on going for the sake of selling more volumes. One of is nearby. Where is it?
Heavens, this place is a veritable paradise under the sea. Just when you think you've seen it all, you find yourself in Mermaid Town.
So we can breathe underwater now? That harp is something else. Well, now we're here. I guess we can find out if that story about the giant pearl is just an old wives' tale or not.
Finding the orb is important, but we need to talk to the Queen first. We have to tell her about Michelle.
He's really missing that mustache. I watched the first 10 episodes on the dub on Toonami when it first came out and hated it. The dub for One Piece was something special in a way. It's funny because I remember watching the dub on Toonami before I knew what One Piece actually was. I just sort of saw it when I was in El Salvador, first off. And even in El Salvador, it had the English rap as the opening. It was surreal. It's just, for me, the debate on subs and dubs and animes is something that I had to struggle with for a while before I came to the conclusion that they are kind of different shows. The question, are they dry or wet? Yes. We are both dry and wet. Our sword will rust if we stay here long enough, and nothing we can do about it. But it really touched on the thing about, like, what you mentioned, JKO, about how you watched the show in dub and hated it, but when you watched it on sub, you loved it. For me, I've come to some things of just, like, every single show, subbed or dubbed, is almost usually a different show. Very similar, but distinctly different because the translation is different. Subs don't really have to work about worrying about lip flaps, trying to make sure that the words sync up properly. And even then, they don't worry about it too much. But subs are still a form of translation. Things can be lost unless you really understand the language and understand, like, the wordplay they can do with it. That's why there are always these translation notes, and while I do appreciate them every now and then, I'm not going to pause every single time some sort of wordplay is made for me to understand something, or the context that a word can have, despite it being used in many different ways. So to me, subs and dubs are different, and that's why I've actually started liking dubs more. Because the first thing that I noticed was, if you guys might have experienced this as well, I'm not sure. Back when Attack on Titan came out, I loved that show. I watched it weekly. It was amazing. Me and Arrow, like, binged watched it. It was awesome, but then I watched it in dub. I'm trying to remember how fondly it was. How's the dub doing? The dub was arguably okay-ish. But the thing was that without me having to read the story, I just heard it, and I just thought, this story's kind of flat. I didn't realize how Eren was just a one-dimensional character of, I'm going to kill the Titans. That was his character. and how many of them were tropes, and how a lot of things were just sort of shock value. Even more than to this point, I still have a friend who watches Attack on Titan, yeah, he watches it, and they still have not touched on the fucking basement that was so heavily hinted in the first season. It's a fucking joke! But because of that, I've sort of had to sort of adapt that subs and dubs are very keenly different because translation has to make it a different show to fit the context of what's happening. So I actually will watch anime twice, once in dubbed and once subbed. And sometimes when I press for time, I'll watch it in dub, but I'll have the subtitles on for the sub. Just so I can see what the difference is between both translations, how the story might progress and they might change characters. But that's just me. And Danger Fangs, subscribe once again. Thank you, man. You're awesome. Enjoy your emote. Watch in silence. Problem solved. Just like watching the old quiet films. Got it. Wait, you're a guy here? In my 2010 years, I've never talked to a human till now. You must be a guest of the Queen Marina mentioned. It's Her Majesty's magic that lets you breathe below the water. Such a service for our guest of honor. Without it, you'd be goners. She waits you in her pearly palace in the pinnacle of prominence. I speak, of course, of the tower on top of the hill. Okay, good. I normally love dubs when it's a comedy, and I hate it when it's story-centered. Hyoka is a good show, in my opinion, both versions. Huh, nice. I actually don't know if I've watched Hyoka. And I actually don't really mind subs or dubs in, like, no matter the genre. For me, the medium in which the story is being told should not dictate if the story is good. And that's kind of the reason why whenever I watch a show, no matter if subbed or dubbed, I will enjoy it. I don't let the soundtrack or the story or the words being said dictate my enjoyment for it. If I can't get in the story, a different language is not going to let me do that. What do you sell down here? Doesn't matter what you are, fish, squid, mermaid, or man. All I care about is that you buy as much stuff as you can. Do you sell different things? I mean, actually, yeah, you do. You sell hats. That's not a hat, though. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I like watching the dub of animes long. That's something I will admit as well. If I'm gonna binge a show, I rather watch a dub because it lets me like do other stuff as well because I can have it in the background and still absorb the story. Where sub, it requires my full attention. The only thing here is the hat. Jeez, opinions are weird. Yeah. Opinions are weird. Everyone has one, and it's sometimes fun. Oh god, I even just like float like that. It's awesome. I am not food. There's no reply. Doesn't seem to understand what Enen's saying. But oh, god damn it. Because I'm only watching it. Oh, I like to do that too. The thing is, like, for example, back when I used to do this guy on my channel, I say that like I don't do it anymore. I do, honestly. I'm trying to work on the Sky 5 and make time for it, but like when I'm grinding in a game that is just sort of like repetition, I like to have anime or something on the side monitor so I can watch that and enjoy it. Like if I'm going to be cleaning my room, I don't have just anime in the background. It's sort of like something that I can just casually look over to, but I'm doing to just get things going. The shark has a late game shop. Oh god, no. He's hiding all the good shit. That's why. Fascinating. No gills, no fins. A pair of limbs were just where his tail should be. My goodness, it's a human being under the sea. I've hoped to meet a human ever since I was in school, and now there's one in front of me. Wow, this is really cool. Who cursed you all to speak in rhymes? You can say it's a game shark. Oh, God. Am I allowed in? And Queen Marina's orders are the cause of some disquiet. When she told us we must welcome you, it nearly caused a riot. Know this, human beings. If you mean to harm our realm, I'll take this fork and split you from your heel to your helm. Oh, great. It was a good joke, but just goddamn you. I'm a priest of sunken spirits, with no name. Though our gods differ, let us pray all the same. Different gods will still let us do this. It's like they're all the same god. Actually, that could really get someone angry if I tell them, like, all religions share the same god. That'd cause a lot of issues. There's only one god, the god of game saving. You have books down here too? How are they not wet? There's a hand-drawn book entitled Living with Me Under the Sea with Tukai, my guy from Michelle, you believe, written on it. Oh, god damn it. Haiku curse or rhyming curse? Haiku. Every single second. Haiku. Haiku is evil. They don't have things that can break, though. That kind of sucks. No, Angelo. You will not read that poem here. Wait, that's the... what? Then how do I reach the queen? Or do I have to talk to you? Your Majesty awaits in the throne room presently. Alas, the hall is high above, and we do not use stairs, but if you will permit me, I will carry you up there. Just take my hand, and I'll take you up. Simple as can be, so tell me, are you prepared to meet Her Majesty? Yep. Very well, hold on tight. We don't want you to fall. A moment's swim, and we'll be up there with the Queen's audience hall. Can't I swim up there? Or am I suddenly just... Because I have water physics of just, like, float down sort of thing. Anyone watching Mob Psycho 100? I know that show's by 1, and I kind of want to... I do kind of want to watch it, but I just haven't really gotten to it yet. I have too much in my backlog. Way too much, and things keep getting added to it.
I welcome you to Nautica, the land beneath the waves. What brings you, Prince of Dandrasil, down to these coral caves?
Huh? How do you know he's the Prince of Dundrasil?
I have a second sight that touches every quarter, by which I keep abreast of all the news above the water. Of doomed love between men and mermaids, let us later speak. First, allow me to present the item that you seek. Behold the shining sphere of green, the orb you humans need. The treasures of the world above are marvelous indeed. Consider this my thanks for what you did for dear Michelle. Pray take it kindly, travelers, and may it serve you well.
Yeah. Rurouni Kenshin? I remember starting watching it a while ago. My friend had the DVDs and he stopped coming over, so I just couldn't watch it anymore. He's always brought his DVDs over. He wouldn't let me borrow them either.
I witnessed the whole sorry tale. It always breaks my heart. The tragedy of man and mermaid doomed to live apart. But while the mermaid's burden holds, such romances are blighted, and love between man and sea maiden fizzles unrequited. For years now I have sought a way to remedy this curse. Alas, my every effort ends in failure or worse. You humans cannot help but seem a fragile kind to we, who live 500 years and more down here beneath the sea. But though the flame of human life burns short, it burns so bright. You never cease to struggle. No, you push, you strive, you fight. And so your kind admire our kind, but we admire in turn. It is the World Tree's will that from each other we should learn. It was the World Tree's will that brought Michelle and Kai together. I pray that in their next lives they may stay that way forever. So too was it the World Tree's will that brought you here today. But now, dear luminary, you must be upon your way. So set sail on the tide of time that flows ceaselessly on. And if Yggdrasil wills it, we shall meet again anon. Remember, though the paths we walk are filled with twists and turns, all roads lead from the tree of life, and to the tree return.
Got sea-cross lovers. Woo! Are the clothes affected by water but not the hair? I don't know. Maybe I gel my hair or something, and that's why it's just kind of stuck. Take me down. Have you met the queen and found out all you need to know? Do you require my service to go back down below? Yep, let's go. Well, that's what I feel don't fit the same watch on the side type show. Oh yeah, I understand that a lot of shows kind of will demand your attention, but a lot of shows also don't need much. Sometimes the show just needs your attention for a scene or two, and that's about it. And for those, I kind of watch on the side. I was obsessed with humans around 50 years ago, when their ship sailed overhead. I watched them from below. There was certain traits which brought me so much joy from in its crew where there was most delightful little boy. His tiny fickle fingers tickled on the layers of silver strings, and every day from dawn to dusk, the darling boy would sing. The songs he sang were nothing like the dirges of our nation. Those merry melodies moved me to a state of exhalation. But after a few short years, his voice, I heard his voice no more. Perhaps he left the crew, and now he sings his songs ashore. Oh, I wish I could hear once more those heavenly refrains. Could you find him, friend, and beg that boy to sing again? Holy shit, that's a trident. Wants you to find a certain human singer whose voice she used to very much appreciate. Thank you, let me tell you all that I recall of him. It was so very long ago, my memories grow dim. His ship was brightly colored, silver, gold, and chartreuse and pink. A word was painted in the prow, Gondolia, I think. Does that mean anything to you? Is it some sort of clue? Perhaps that boy again and have him sing his song anew. The Gondolia. Isn't that our ship? Or am I mixing that up with something else? The previous owner of that ship, and... Maybe now you talk to me? I wish I could sign language to fish. Oh, bank. Everyone speaks money, though. And there aren't really any more places I could go into, unfortunately. Actually, can I party talk with them right now and figure out what it is?
You good?
Or towards your next end, if you haven't decided yet, why not ask Queen Marina? She seems pretty clued up on everything that's going on in the world. Maybe she'll be able to tell us where we should head next. What about
Darling.
you? Oh, Gandala's the Italian town. All right. For some reason, I was confusing that with the name of the ship. Let's go. And we back. Let's go to Gandalia real quick.